11:40 to go. Eastern Michigan 1-2 on the year. Indiana ranks 16th at 3-1. Eastern Michigan got its win in its opener when they stunned California. Bad miss by McElhaney, who's normally a terrific three-point shooter. In the corner. Not that time for Strickler.
Good open look, though. Indiana moving the ball up the floor quickly, even against this zone, taking the first good three-point shot they get.
11 minutes left in the half. Eastern Michigan with the ball, down 8. And they're not a very explosive offensive team, so they're not a team that can come from a huge deficit. They need to keep this game within striking distance.
So they've done a nice job to slow the tempo down. Indiana wants to run, but they're using a lot of shot clock, just down 8, so it'll be a much lower scoring game than Indiana's used to.
Well, and in a desperation 3 taken that time, and a timeout called by Geno Smith before it got out of bounds.
It's a good offensive rebound in a second as he jumped just before he went out of bounds. He called that timeout.
But it's already the second used by the Eagles. John, the problem for Eastern Michigan, they're milking the clock like they would like, but they're either turning it off or not getting a good shot off.
That's exactly what's happened. Indiana's very quick on defense, and I think Charles Ramsey's plan to slow the game down is excellent, but you're right, they still haven't gotten the shots they need to be effective. Other than getting the ball to Bowler Lowe the first couple times, they've rushed some three-point shots to beat the clock and haven't been scoring effectively.
Well, the Eagles are shooting 30% from the field. They've turned it over 4 times. Charles Ramsey's group down 19-11.
But as Charles Ramsey told us this afternoon, he's in it for the long haul. He's a graduate of Eastern Michigan. He was assistant coach there for a few years. Now he's back. He's setting the tone of what he wants the program to be. And I think he's going to do a fine job at Eastern Michigan.
And almost a steal by Monroe. Indiana is so athletic.
See him really pressuring on defense. I think Coach Davis felt against Duke there were too many easy baskets Duke was able to make, especially with J.J. Redick.
Yeah.
You've got to stay with your man one-on-one and not let him beat you. And guys on the Duke team were able to do that against Indiana.
Shot clock at 6. Knob almost traveled. Shot clock at 3. And another turnover as Eastern Michigan again does not get a shot off. 5th turnover for Charles Ramsey's Eagles. And Indiana with an 8-point lead.
It's Town & Country Ford's annual October pre-owned elimination sale. At the Superstore, you'll get more mileage out of your dollar than ever before. Every car is marked way below book value for immediate elimination. Inspected, certified, 100,000-mile warranty. You won't find better quality vehicles. And you'll get a $1,000 gas card with every purchase. It's incredible. Bobby, this sale's going to put a real hurt on the competition. Yeah, kind of like the hurt you put on today's lunch buffet.
Savings add up at McDonald's. So swing by and grab a morning Mac with 2 slices of melting cheese, sausage, and egg, all on a toasted English muffin.
Closeout time is now at Spa City, USA. We're making room for the new 2006 model, so for a limited time only, we're offering employee pricing on 2005s. Come in today and save up to $2,500 on spas with over 50 models to pick from at the lowest prices ever offered in Spa City history. Employee pricing extended to our pool tables, too. Save up to $1,200 on a wide selection of different sizes and styles. A sale like this may never happen again, so come in today and save at Spa City.
Oh-ho!
Whoa! Hey!
Wow! That's looking good.
Know what they're thinking? The new Arby's Market Fresh Reuben sandwich. Choose corned beef or turkey, melted Swiss, Thousand Island dressing, and sauerkraut on toasted marble rye. Also try our new loaded potato bites with Cool Ranch sour cream sauce. It'll have you saying, I'm thinking Arby's.
Midway through the first half, Indiana on top of Eastern Michigan, 19-11. And Marshall Strickland off to another good start.
He's been a real leader for this Indiana team. Look at, he anticipates that pass, gets the breakaway for the layup. And then this is where he's been most dangerous this year, that outside shot. Seward does a nice job to get him open. He's ready for another.
Marshall Strickland is shooting 63% from behind the arc this season. And these numbers have increased because he's no longer the point guard. Traveling called on Indiana. Third Hoosiers turnover.
Killingsworth got trapped that time, and the one stat that's not very good for Marco, that's his 20th turnover of the year. He leads the team in turnovers. So to have your center or your biggest guy who plays on the inside lead the team in turnovers, it's not a good sign. So he's got to learn to, when he gets trapped, find the open teammate and get the ball to him. You can see there he waited too long and it caused a turnover.
Eastern Michigan again will work that shot clock. Down low, they find Bowler for the jam.
Quick passing will get you open. Killingsworth playing on top of Bowler. Two quick passes to the corner, and the Bowler able to hold off Killingsworth and gets the layup. And there you see the points off turnovers.
Bowler now with 9. Baden, he knocks down the two-pointer.
He's had a slow start, but he's coming on strong now. Not just in scoring, but he's averaging over 2 steals a game. And a real good game against Western Illinois, 22 points and 8 assists.
Yeah, he leads Indiana in assists at 6 assists a game. And he's not a point guard.
Good awareness of what his role is with this team.
This time McElhaney for 3 and a foul. That's the one thing McElhaney can really do well. A 50% three-point shooter, and he's got a chance for a rare 4-point play.
Watch how Baden comes out, and he realizes he can't block it, so he keeps his hand low, but he makes the contact with McElhaney. Chance for a 4-point play, and that's what Coach Davis is saying. If you're not going to be able to block the shot, don't commit the foul as well.
5-point Indiana lead with 8:45 to play. This is Danny McElhaney, a 6-foot senior, as you look at his numbers. They've got a pretty good inside-outside combo when you think of Bowler down low and McElhaney out front. Inside Killingsworth. Great ball movement.
Well, he's got such good hands. You know, there wasn't much room there to get the ball by John Bowler, but once Killingsworth grabs that ball, he just takes it straight up.
So Killingsworth and Strickland 8 points each for Indiana, which leads it 23-17. 8:15 to play in the half. Another turnover by the Eagles. Easy deuce for Wilmot.
Great hands by Strickland that time, or by Killingsworth. He saw that drive coming in and got the big hand out there, deflected it right out, so Wilmot could take it all the way.
We want to let our stations along the line know that our next break will be break number 4, as John Bowler with that little jump hook, having a good first half with 11.
He has got some good moves. He knows Killingsworth's a big body, but that doesn't concern him. There's another bad angle pass in the corner. Wilmot, no way to get that ball to Killingsworth effectively.
Just what you talked about, John. It's something Mike Davis imparted on his club today at the shoot-around to work on those passes. And there's a counter by Geno Smith. He's a good-looking freshman.
Absolutely. Just played a few games in his college career, getting the start already.
Indiana's lead has melted to 4. Wilmot dumps it inside Killingsworth. Couldn't save it. Another Indiana turnover.
That's the unforced error right there. Bowler was behind him, and Indiana couldn't hold the ball.
We've got a timeout in Assembly Hall. Marco Killingsworth has 8 points, but suddenly Indiana's lead down to just 4.
And now, Prairie Farms redefines the language of basketball.
The ball, and it's a fast break. Back in the zone are guarding the ball. And here comes the double team. And it's nothing but net.
Quality you can taste from Prairie Farms.
Watson's Family Fun Store
might have what you're looking for this Christmas. Complete game rooms, $19.99, $29.99, $39.99, No interest, no payments for 6 months.
8-foot slate pool tables, only $8.99 installed.
Come in and choose from the area's largest selection of poker tables, game tables, pub tables, and spectator chairs.
Family gifts like air hockey, foosball, arcade games.
Tanning beds, only $9.99.
From our family to yours.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
1, 2, 3.
Reach for dairy and reach your goal of a trimmer waist. Clinical studies indicate 3 servings of cheese, milk, or yogurt each day can give better results in trimming waistlines than cutting calories alone. Because dairy's natural mix of nutrients helps the body lose more inches around the waist.
1, 2, 3.
It's in your reach. See other women's success and learn more at 3aday.org.
I can't believe Carrie dumped me last night.
Really? You know, a good woman is like a McGriddle.
Okay.
She's sweet on the outside, and then once you get to know her, you find she's got everything you want. But just like that, she's gone. So what's your next move?
I go get myself another McGriddles?
Let's try this again. Women are like coffee.
Welcome back to Assembly Hall in Bloomington, Indiana. With John Laskowski, I'm Tom Hamilton. Indiana has led from the get-go, and with 7:14 remaining, Hoosiers on top of Eastern Michigan, 25-21, but the Eagles clawing their way back into this game. A couple of back-to-back turnovers by Indiana, and one thing you don't want if you're Indiana is to give Eastern Michigan any hopes of an upset. Is that's not to be unexpected there. Fast break points. Eastern Michigan, they simply don't run, John.
They don't, and they've prevented Indiana from scoring a lot of points off the fast break as well. So a good game plan executed so far by the Eagles.
They want to be as patient as possible. McElhaney, not patient, but not a problem when you can knock it down.
Well, that's his shot, and that's the one he wants to take. Eastern just down 1 now.
The lob down low in traffic. Allen, and a foul.
Good look by Vaden from the outside. Allen at 6'11", with Killingsworth on the bench, much bigger than the Eastern Michigan players. Let's watch now. He holds his position there, puts the target arm up, goes right back up with it before it can be blocked, and a chance for a 3-point play.
Mike Davis really feels like this freshman from Australia is going to be a factor before this season is all said and done. But as you know, John, it's tough enough being a freshman, but how about being a freshman and being from another country?
Well, it's a whole new environment that he's in. And it's a while to adjust. You're exactly right. And the style of play is different. This is not the way they play in Australia.
No.
Americans play a little differently. He's learned that. But he's got some tools. At 6'11", good outside shot. He can help this team.
Well, trapped there by Indiana, trying to rattle the Eagles. But an open 3, too strong by Medlock. Nice save by McElhaney.
Just block out by Indiana, and McElhaney scraps for the ball.
McElhaney passed it up. Now they find Bowler inside against Allen. This is an interesting matchup. Let's see if they go back inside with Killingsworth on the bench.
I think just not enough time off that shot clock is why Bowler brought it back out.
Nice look inside, but overlaying it was Cashin. Hoosiers looking to pick up the tempo. Vaden for 3.
There's the fast break points Indiana's looking for.
He now has 10 to lead the Hoosiers.
Vaden's going to be the X factor for this team. You know about Strickland, they know about Killingsworth, but when Vaden can be that third scorer, that's when Indiana's really going to have some success.
And Indiana again tonight shooting well from beyond the arc, 4 of 9. Nick Freer in traffic, had it poked out. It still belongs to the Eagles with 10 on the shot clock.
The difference when Indiana can really pressure up man-to-man against the Eastern Michigan team and force the turnovers, that's what's made the difference. You let Eastern Michigan run their offense, they're going to score some points. So you see why Indiana keeps subbing so much to keep guys fresh. Now Sewer back in the lineup as well as Callaway.
31-24, Indiana with the lead, Eastern Michigan with 6 to shoot. Medlock dumps it inside. The kick out, Freer for three, and he just did beat the buzzer.
Good clock awareness there, and he didn't change his shot at all to try to beat the clock. Got it away just in time.
Hanging is Baden. Offensive foul on Robert Baden, and that's his second, and the 6th on Indiana.
Took it in a little too far. Could have stopped at about 12 feet. Taking that jump shot. Let's watch here. See, take that extra step. Great positioning by Cashin to draw the foul. It's tough to stop though because he got pressure from Medlock as well.
Marco Killingsworth back in, Baden on the bench. Marco Killingsworth has had a couple of blows tonight. McElhaney for three. Oh, almost. Looked like Indiana may have slapped it out. No. It's Eastern Michigan's basketball. Let's see if they go to Killingsworth again. John Killingsworth has missed only 5 out of his last 24 shots.
There you see the tap. It was by Freer who knocked it away. That's a good call. Killingsworth's getting more rest here in the first half, Tom, so that he's able to sustain better in the second half. He had to play so much in the first half against Duke. Really wore him out in that second half.
Allen, good shooter. Got it. A triple.
Talked about his skills, and he is a very good outside shooter for a 6'10 player. He has not missed a three-point shot yet. That's now 4 for 4 on the year.
Bowler against Killingsworth.
See Callaway really pressuring up there. And look at even Allen way outside on Cash.
And Sokolman with the ball. Shot clock at 9. Freer inside to Bowler. Bowler double team. Bowler still knocked it down.
Good hand in the face by Killingsworth and didn't bother Bowler at all.
He has 13 points. He's been as good as advertised. Killingsworth was doubled up and drew the foul, the 4th on Eastern Michigan. One thing Marco Killingsworth is going to work on a lot, John, is his free throw shooting, because he's probably going to get fouled a lot before this year is all said and done.
He's only 52% this year, 16 of 31. Of course, he struggled in the Duke game, but he's a good free throw shooter. They're not going to put a lot of pressure on him. Just want him to relax that line, because you're right, he's going to go to the line a lot.
Freer gets called for the push, his first, 15. So Indiana will inbound it again. Just over 4 minutes left in the half. Hoosiers leading the Eagles 34-29. Indiana's led by as many as 8. They have never trailed. Seward, Strickland, Killingsworth, he'll take it. Indy Rendick. Look at Ben Allen with the left hand. Good strong rebound there by James Matthews, the transfer from Marquette.
Killingsworth hit that shot from the outside against Duke, but he's able to take that shot with a big guy like Allen, able to cover the offensive rebound.
Well, Eastern Michigan has executed their game plan. It's just been sometimes a lack of good quality shots when that shot clock is winding down. Bowler catches the carom. Couldn't get the roll. This is Matthews in trouble. And it's Eastern Michigan's basketball. So we have 3:12 left here in the first half. The big man for the Eagles, John Bowler, has 13 first half points. Eagles still in it.
The Romaine Crossland Auto Park is about finished. And after 20 years on Morgan Avenue, Romaine Subaru is moving, and we're having a deal maker sale. Lease this Forester for only $299. Get your best deal ever during our remaining days on Morgan Avenue.
Savings add up at McDonald's. So swing by and grab a morning Mac with 2 slices of melting cheese, sausage, and egg, all on a toasted English muffin.
What are critics saying about Can't Miss TV on the Tri-States WB? It's rich, heartwarming family drama. Clever, appealing, and lots of fun. Storytelling with extra punch. Entertaining, smart, hilariously funny, and filled with really great comedy. And it gets better every season. It's Can't Miss TV, only on the Tri-States WB.
Great food at affordable prices is just minutes away at JoJo's Restaurant and Bakery. JoJo's serves a large variety of hot, fresh, delicious meals 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, or late night, JoJo's has your favorite. Plus, JoJo's offers senior discounts, Blue Plate specials, gift certificates, and more. And don't miss our prime rib special Wednesdays and Saturdays or our award-winning bakery. JoJo's Restaurant and Bakery, just a few minutes from home.
The Romaine Crosspoint Auto Park is about finished. And after 20 years on Morgan Avenue, we're moving and having a deal maker sale. Pre-owned cars at unbelievable prices. And we have sensible solutions for Bruce credit during our remaining days on Morgan Avenue.
Left in the first half from Assembly Hall, Indiana leading Eastern Michigan by 5. And John Bowler's been as good as we were told about.
We thought it'd be a matchup of the big men. It has. Look how strong he is. Not afraid to take that ball right in. And look, against Killingsworth one-on-one. That jump hook goes for him. He's going to be a force in the MAC conference. Look how he shoulders right up there against Killingsworth on defensive end.
13 points for John Bowler, who came in here averaging 20 a game. So for him to do that kind of damage against this kind of an Indiana team is really impressive. McElhaney back out front. This is Medlock. Medlock, the freshman point guard. Knob for 3. Strickland, the long rebound for the Hoosiers. Monroe passes it up. Seward. Strickland finds Monroe for 3. And a rebound, Medlock for the Eagles.
Allen and Seward fought for that ball. Neither one could come up with it.
2.5 to play. Eagles with the ball, down 5. Charles Ramsey's got to be very pleased with how his club has responded here in Bloomington.
He told us he wanted his team to just do the things they could, execute. When they hit the open shot, when they have the open shot, they're usually able to hit it. A good shot there is just missed by Knob, though.
Seward penetrates, scores.
Good job of using his body to hang in the air and let the defense go by so he could get the layup. He was off balance, but with that shorter shot, able to get it.
Seward is averaging 9 points a game this year and is shooting 71% from the floor. On the drive, Medlock missed it. Killingsworth, Seward. 2-on-2. Indiana tonight, as a team, shooting 65%. Strickland finds Killingsworth and blocked by Bowler.
Nice block by Bowler. Caught Killingsworth from behind and able to look at Killingsworth. Somehow Strickland gets that pass right through, but Bowler's behind Killingsworth, and that's why it's easier to block that shot.
And Bowler gets a well-deserved break. 36-29, Indiana with the ball and the lead, 1:28 remaining. Allen for 3. Finally, a miss for Ben Allen this season on an Eastern Michigan foul.
Monroe went in strong to get that rebound. At 6'5" for a point guard, that's a great advantage he has. And he gets fouled, and he'll be at the line.
Second foul on Medlock. 6th team foul, and Bowler, he didn't catch much of a blow.
About 10 seconds clock time. That's he said, come on, coach, just a little bit longer. But that's how valuable he is to this team. You got to have him on the floor.
That is really surprising that the Eagles are out rebounding the Hoosiers. And I would think for Charles Ramsey and the Eagles, this final minute here is a real critical point here in the first half. Bowler is going to be called for going over the back. Indiana will be at the line for the 1-and-1. First foul on Bowler.
Trying to put pressure on Killingsworth, a little too aggressive that time. So just now, Killingsworth going to the line. Eastern Michigan is just their 7th foul, so they've been able to keep Indiana off the line.
Killingsworth already. Has 8 points, but again, he just has had trouble at the line this season. 52% coming in. Eastern Michigan down 7. And Solkema gets it into the front court. Again, Eastern Michigan very deliberate. They know that the more possessions Indiana has, the less chance they have of upsetting the Hoosiers. And Solkema with 10 on the shot clock. Freer for 3. Off the glass and in.
Well, he's going to his left. That's a little tougher for a right-handed shooter. He got the bounce. Only a 4-point game now.
Killingsworth almost turned it over. 36-32 Indiana. They can, in essence, play for 1. The shot clock, game clock difference is about 3 seconds.
And that's exactly what they'll do. So Eastern Michigan goes into the zone, 2-3 zone. They're going to try to force an outside shot by Indiana.
Seward. Monroe, 5 on the clock. Seward for 3. Got it! And a foul!
Boy, that's the play Indiana wanted. The crowd is up. Just 6 seconds left. And Seward a chance for the 4-point play. Let's watch. Monroe gets it over to him. He's a couple steps behind the arc. 2 guys coming at him. Nails the shot and gets fouled. That's a great way to end the half.
Wow. It just seems like every game we have done this year, Eric Seward has come off the bench and provided a huge spark. And now the fans chanting his name. A former walk-on.
Hard-nosed player, 5'8".
I mean, he is living the dream of countless other little Hoosiers out there. Walk on to Indiana and now become an integral part. That's the other thing, John. It's one thing to earn a scholarship, but he just keeps earning more playing time.
Well, as teams start to double the better Indiana players, he's going to be open.
Eastern Michigan throws it away with 3 seconds left. And now Indiana will use its timeout. 40-32. Charles Ramsey's club was in great shape, and then Eric Seward delivered a dagger as we find out what else has happened around the conference and non-conference play. And a good day for the Big Ten. Michigan State wins again. Illinois, that was maybe a little tougher than expected against Xavier. Minnesota was behind early, but rallied to beat Coastal Carolina. Dan Munson didn't have to toss a jacket. Michigan, that's a big win in South Bend, John.
Again, they were behind in that game, came back, still undefeated.
Wisconsin lost at Pepperdine a year ago. They got revenge today. And the only team to lose in the Big Ten, Penn State. Well, I beg your pardon, Purdue before this game.
They came back as well. Evansville had a lead, and Purdue came back, but still unable to pull it off. Let's see what Indiana does here in the last 3 seconds. They've got a set play they like to run.
Monroe to Killingsworth. Killingsworth lets it fly. Counts if it goes. Well off the mark. Well, Eric Seward scored the last 6 points for the Indiana Hoosiers. And Indiana has a 40-32 lead over Eastern Michigan here at halftime. The Hoosiers with a blistering 62% from the floor lead it.
Held over for the holidays, Expressway Dodge is offering low 3.99% financing up to 72 months on pre-owned vehicles. 05 Dodge Stratus sedans as low as $10,990, only $189 per month. 05 Grand Caravan SE with rear air, just $13,990, 3.99% with no down payment and no payments till spring, plus holiday cash up to $1,000 with purchase. Only at Expressway Dodge.
Don't be a big chicken. Eat one. The Big Chicken Filet. At 1/3 of a pound, it could be the world's biggest chicken sandwich. Only at Hardee's.
You can't miss Mondays on the Tri-States WB. Critics say that Seventh Heaven is as relevant to today's tweens and their parents as it was to those who watched in Season 1. Don't miss the plot twist and character changes this season on Seventh Heaven, the longest-running family drama in TV history. Then from the creators of Friends, critics hail Related as warm and clever, enjoyable, and a series that hits dead on the notions of femininity, sisterhood, and family.
Hi, I'm Denise from Evansville, and I can't miss Related from the Tri-States WB.
Everybody in a good mood. Finals just around the corner as Indiana on top of Eastern Michigan, 40-32 here in Bloomington. Get you updated on other scores from around the country. Top 25. Boy, Texas loaded and drilled Texas Arlington today. Although the football team outscored them. Villanova, that was a heck of a game with Oklahoma. Nova wins it by 11. Louisville routs Prairie View. Memphis, a little different atmosphere in Cincinnati with no Bob Huggins. And their crowds are down about 5,000 a game. North Carolina stuns Kentucky and Lexington, and of course Indiana has Kentucky on the horizon. Florida in an intrastate game with Central Florida wins. Wake Forest an easy win. Boston College in command. That's a surprise. Arizona down 10, but again, they're only in the first half. So really only one major upset today. North Carolina with all of those freshmen going to Lexington and beating the Wildcats and sending Ashley Judd home very unhappy.
Savings add up at McDonald's. So swing by and grab a morning Mac with 2 slices of melting cheese, sausage, and egg, all on a toasted English muffin.
It's Town & Country Ford's annual October pre-owned elimination sale. At the Superstore, you'll get more mileage out of your dollar than ever before. Every car is marked way below book value for immediate elimination. Inspected, certified, 100,000-mile warranty. You won't find better quality vehicles. And you'll get a $1,000 gas card with every purchase. It's incredible. Bobby, this sale's going to put a real hurt on the competition. Yeah, kind of like the hurt you put on today's lunch buffet.
Attention, if you're uninsured, stop neglecting your family's health because you don't have health insurance. There is an affordable solution. Listen very carefully to this vital announcement.
Welcome to Prudent Choice. Prudent Choice is a nationwide network of 850,000 premier healthcare providers offering huge discounts of 10 to 60% for doctors, dentists, hospitals, prescription drugs, and other medical needs, all for little more than $1 a day. And because Prudent Choice is not health insurance, there are no deductibles, no waiting period, and you can't be turned down for any reason.
With Prudent Choice, now everybody can afford quality health care.
I saved $4,000 on my medical bills.
You need Prudent Choice, so you'll never have to pay full price for your medical care again.
Call the number on your screen and get $300 in free health services, plus 2 months free with membership.
Sunday, an American Girl classic comes to life. As a nation fights for independence, so does a young girl.
A lady did not sit astride a horse.
Now from executive producer Julia Roberts.
She beats her.
She'll break the rules to do what's right.
You're free.
The WB presents John Schneider, Oscar winner Marcia Gay Harden, and Shailene Woodley as
Felicity Merriman.
Felicity, an American Girl adventure.
Sunday at 7 on WB19.
Halftime continues here in Bloomington. Indiana on top of Eastern Michigan, 40-32, shooting 62% from the floor. Now as halftime continues, this word from Indiana University and the Big Ten Conference.
We're bringing together a whole world of information, and it fits in the palm of your hand. In her lifetime, who knows how small the world will feel?
Advancing our understanding of genetics gives everyone the opportunity for a healthy life.
We're finding new ways to help businesses get going. Stay in Indiana. Be successful.
The arts speak to everyone, but they also speak for everyone.
This will be a remarkable century of discovery.
For all of us in Indiana.
Indiana University, at work in your neighborhood.
Indiana University is a powerful economic engine. We're committed to bringing faculty innovations to market. They create jobs, improve human health, and lead to new discoveries. Already, IU has stimulated Indiana job growth with 20 startup companies, 280 patents, and more than 1,000 inventions. And the research money our faculty attracts while pursuing these challenges supports 8,500 Hoosier jobs. These put IU at the forefront of advancing Indiana's economy.
Good evening and welcome to another IU Update. I'm Barbara Lewis. Ever since man started painting on the walls of caves, the art world has evolved. Our world is now so closely tied with new technology, it should come as no surprise that the art world is embracing new technologies as well. And Indiana University is leading the way. There is a quiet revolution taking place inside the Indianapolis Museum of Art. The traditional method of visiting an art gallery may soon be a thing of the past. With the help of Indiana University experts, the IMA is experimenting with new technologies and devices in an effort to give people new ways to experience art. The Davis Room inside the IMA houses some of these new technologies. This is the EXT, an interactive tabletop display developed inside the Indiana University Pervasive Technologies Laboratory. Visitors use small tracking paddles on the table to access information about museum holdings. The output is displayed on the walls of the room. Indiana University is working with the IMA to develop a small handheld PDA that visitors can use while touring the museum. This device is a first of its kind in the country. It's activated by sensors near paintings or sculptures. This small computer contains a great deal of information: audio and video, graphics, and animations. It gives art patrons much more information and allows them to customize their museum visit.
The experience of patrons and putting technology in their hands to learn about the art or art object or the artist, we can do that now because this can be embedded into very small devices like the personal digital assistant.
Technology itself is, as a raw material, has great potential and has poetics inherent in it. And one of the main jobs of artists today is to be a liaison between new technologies and the audience.
Powerful new computers are making it possible for artists to create works that in some ways don't even exist. Three-dimensional art is now possible, and it's a good example of how technology that was once only science fiction can be used to enhance a person's quality of life. IU leads the state, and in many ways leads the nation in its technology expertise. In this case, we're using technology to make art more accessible to the average Hoosier. The Herron School of Art has a new home in Indianapolis. Herron has been part of IU for a long time, but only recently moved all of its operations into this new building on the IUPUI campus. The new Eskenazi Hall brings together for the first time all of the Herron Design Studios, library, art galleries, and gardens. It will be a big improvement for the school's 800 students. Finally tonight, here's a little something you will find at the Herron Art School this month. These paintings are the work of Hoosier rock star John Mellencamp. This is the first time they have ever been exhibited to the public. There are 27 paintings in all, and as you might imagine, they reflect Mellencamp's interest in socio-political issues, music, and activism. The exhibit is free and open to the public. It runs through early January. That's all we have time for. Thanks for joining us. I'm Barbara Lewis for IU Update.
Big Ten fans embody the spirit of college basketball. They support their favorite teams and conference with passion and loyalty.
Their knowledge in class helps set the Big Ten apart from the rest.
So do your part the next time you cheer from the stands.
Show good sportsmanship and respect the fans, the officials,
and the great tradition that is Big Ten basketball.
Big Ten basketball. Good sports make great fans.
It's halftime here in Bloomington, Indiana, with the Hoosiers on top 40-32. When John and I come back, first half stats and highlights.
Steak 'n Shake's holiday milkshakes are back. Eggnog, white chocolate, and new dark chocolate. We don't hang our holiday decorations. We hand dip them.
At Steak 'n Shake, we're a restaurant. You sit. I serve.
Steak 'n Shake.
Come to Expressway Auto World this Saturday at 9 a.m. for our giant Discovery Sale. Over 50 used vehicles, all priced under $39.90, will be unveiled and sold at ridiculously low prices. Prices as low as $99. Here's a 93 Chevy Silverado for just $14.90, a 90 Cadillac DeVille for just $7.90, a 95 Dodge Neon for just $99. The fun begins this Saturday at 9 a.m. at Expressway Auto World in Mount Vernon.
Some great gift ideas from Bassmeyer's. Spa's holiday price with 2 years free financing. A special holiday spa package included with most spas. This area's best pre-lit Christmas trees this week at 30% off. Adorable collections of snowmen, reindeer, and Santas to deck your halls. Bassmeyer's has the perfect reason for you to wish for that lump of coal, charcoal that is, this Christmas. The Big Green Egg Smoker, the world's best smoker. Duquesne Grills, cash and carry, this week only $3.96. Are you on Santa's list from Bassmeyer's? Santa knows we're the pros at Bassmeyer's Fireplace, Patio, and Spas.
Welcome back to Assembly Hall. It's halftime with Indiana on top of Eastern Michigan, 40-32. And welcome back, everybody. Along with John Laskowski, I'm Tom Hamilton. Gritty bunch from Ypsilanti because at times it looked like they were done, but they came right back.
Good game plan by Charles Ramsey. Slow the tempo down. He's taken advantage of some good three-point shooting by his team, and Indiana able to double the lead just at the very end of the half.
Great shooting by Indiana, and lots of highlights brought to you by the good folks at Shelter Insurance.
Transition worked well for Indiana when they were able to make the turnovers that led to easy baskets. The steal by Strickland here gets him a layup, and then good hands by Killingsworth taps the ball out to Wilmot for the dunk. But overall, Indiana's had a tough time scoring the points they have before it. Eastern Michigan is able to come back with the three-point shooting. They made 5 3-pointers in that first half, accounted for almost half of their 32 points. Here's one more outside shot by Freer to make it. And then Eric Soar makes the difference. Here he is driving to the hoop. He's 2 for 2 from the field, but it was that outside shot with 7 seconds to go, the 4-point play that gives Indiana the 8-point lead.
And for your insurance needs, visit shelterinsurance.com to find a shelter agent near you. Seek shelter today. How about the first half numbers, John? Look
well,
at that
both teams shooting well. 62% for Indiana, not bad for Eastern at 42. Their three-point shooting has really helped them. But the rebounding stat, as you mentioned, very unusual. Only 12 Indiana rebounds. The Eagles have out-rebounded the Hoosiers.
Marco Killingsworth has just 1 rebound in the first 20 minutes of play. Another 20 minutes to go. It's coming up next. Indiana leads by
8. Savings add up at McDonald's. So swing by and grab a morning Mac with 2 slices of melting cheese, sausage, and egg, all on a toasted English muffin.
It's that 70s party.
Hey, man, nice dress.
And Bez is looking to hook up.
Hello, pretty lady. She's not a pretty lady. She's my sister, and she's 14. You know, in my country...
It's illegal here.
When the party runs dry... We're out of beer. The crew steals Red's brew. That 70s show. Monday at 6 on WB19.
I so needed this vacation. You and me both, sister. Hooray for Hollywood.
On the next Sex and the City.
They're making a movie out of your column.
I had come to L.A. for my meeting with Matthew McConaughey.
Carrie and Mr. Big, huh? My only question, really, is what is Carrie's problem?
We're all going to sit around and brainstorm what goes wrong with Carrie and all her relationships.
I'm Mr. Big.
Are you acting now? On the next Sex and the City.
Monday at 10 on WB19.
You can't miss Tuesdays on the Tri-States WB. Critics say Gilmore Girls is a remarkable achievement in TV drama shows. A rich, heartwarming family drama, and the best show on TV right now. Then prepare for what critics say is the scariest thing that's ever been on TV. Supernatural is electrifying, more scary than imagined, and one of the 5 great new shows to watch.
I'm John from Evansville, and I can't miss Supernatural on the Tri-States WB.
About ready for the second half. Indiana leads 40-32 as we take a look at our second half starting lineups, and once again they're brought to you by Prairie Farms. And once again, an interesting matchup down low, John.
Bowler had a great first half. His confidence is up. Killingsworth, as you mentioned, just 1 rebound. He's got to hit the boards a little more for Indiana.
Again, tonight's officials: Tom Clark, Terry Weimer, Bill Kaminsky. Hey, Eastern Michigan already has one big upset this year. They beat their former coach Ben Braun when he came back to Ypsilanti and beat Cal in the season opener. And look at them come out aggressively. A little trap there in the half court. And a look to Killingsworth.
Good play. Vaden saw Willman on the baseline, but so did the Eastern Michigan defenders as they overplayed. It left Killingsworth wide open.
10 for Killingsworth, biggest Indiana lead. It's 10. And again, we told you in the first half, Eastern Michigan can't afford to get much further behind. They're not a great offensive club, so big-time rallies, not their forte. And again, they'll look to milk the shot clock. They want this to be a game in the 60s. But again, they turn it over without getting a shot off. 8 turnovers on the Eagles. Open for Vaden. Killingsworth, that's got to be a foul on Killingsworth as he sent Freer scrambling.
Let's watch how Indiana moves the ball. It goes to Vaden and right back to Killingsworth. Quick passing doesn't give the defense time to recover. Killingsworth's got the easy basket. He tried to swat at that ball instead of grab with 2 hands, and that's why he drew the foul.
Second on Marco Killingsworth. Eagles down 10 with the ball. We're a minute into the second half. Eastern Michigan has never beaten Indiana, losing twice to the Hoosiers in 1970 and 1982. Freer from the baseline with a miss. Bowler with a rebound and the putback. And a foul. Boy, he's a good-looking big man. When you think of the Mid-American Conference, John, not a lot of big men. You would think that he ought to have a banner senior season.
Watch the shot on the baseline. It usually goes long. Killingsworth gets away from Bowler, and there's no way that Monroe or Strickland can rebound with it, and he just goes right back up with it.
Bowler with 15, make it 16.
He had 19 points and 12 rebounds against Cal, but he's going to get there, it looks like, here in the second half.
That's a big 3-point play to get the Eagles back to within 7.
Zone defense will force Indiana with the outside shot.
And they'll knock it down. Robert Vaden. He has a dozen.
It's called the short corner, about 12 feet on the baseline, not all the way out to the 3-point line, but not on the block, and against a lot of zones. That's an open area for jump shots.
Open is Medlock, missed it in the corner. Lewis Monroe with a breakout. Wilmot got the triple.
That's a tough shot because it looked like he was going to go right up with it. Then he hesitated and thought, well, I'm still open. And good concentration to make that shot.
Biggest Indiana lead. Smith on the drive and a blocking foul on Indiana. And I think Smith is really hurt. Looked like he landed awkwardly, the freshman. That's a good sign. He's getting up.
Wilmot tried to come over to draw the charge from the weak side. Here he comes, but he comes too late. But he clips the hip, and that gets the legs out from underneath Smith, and he lands on that hip on the hardwood. It'll be sore tomorrow, but the game's not played tomorrow. He says, Coach, I want to play today, but now he's going to have to come out. You can see he's just limping too badly.
That's not a bad substitution, though, getting Danny McElhaney in there to shoot the free throws. But Geno Smith is hobbled. Now the question is, can the freshman come back? Geno Smith is a guy that picked Eastern Michigan over Seton Hall. A big time catch when an Eastern Michigan out recruits Seton Hall. And It looks like he's in more agony now than he was before.
Yeah, he looked like he wanted to try to stay in there and shoot those free throws, but he struggled to the bench. Then McElhaney's chosen to come in, so he's able to take the free throws.
Geno Smith, they need him on the floor to score in order to win. I'll tell you what, right now, if you were guessing, you would say it may be over for him tonight, but we'll see. 11-point Indiana lead. Another open look. Killingsworth with a foul. Nope, it's on Bowler. That'll be his second.
Looks like Killingsworth is determined to become a little more aggressive here for rebounding in the second half. You saw him draw the foul on the offensive rebound the last time, and now he goes up and gets this one and gets fouled by Bowler.
Knob is out. Cashin is in for the Eagles. There's a good look at John Bowler, who so far tonight has 16 points to lead everybody. Not a shooting foul, so Indiana will inbound it. Strickland gathers it near half court. By Killingsworth, one-on-one against Bowler. He kicks it out. Wilmot had his feet set.
Good look by Killingsworth as he got the pressure inside. He looked weak side and made the nice pass.
Boy, Indiana with its biggest lead, and they're doing it again from behind the arc. They average 11 threes a game. They have 8 more tonight.
8 of 18. Excellent shooting.
Indiana has outscored Eastern Michigan 10-4 here in the second half. Freer knocks down a triple. He has 9.
Averaging about 4 a game, so he's really had a big night tonight.
Well, how about Nick Freer? That's his 3rd triple tonight. He still has not made a basket this season inside the arc.
There's a pass inside. Baden's got it. And then those drop pass to Killingsworth. The ball slipped out of his hands, so he couldn't convert it. But Baden's been great at getting the ball to Killingsworth where he can score.
Killingsworth at the line tonight. 0 for 1. (50-39) Indiana, as Geno Smith will hit the floor hard. Looks like the trainer's trying to convince him that you got to get into the locker room for some treatment.
Geno Smith's trying to convince the trainer that, you know, we still got 16 minutes left here. I may have some things I can do to help this team. I think the trainer usually wins those kind of battles. He's thinking maybe some ice would help him, but it's hard with these kids. Smith's going to win that battle there. You see him walking back to the bench.
McElhaney misses the 3. Long rebound for Cashin.
A 3-point shot not dropping as well for Eastern here in this second half.
Well, nice catch on the throw from Van Solkema to Bauer, and Bauer has 18. And Eastern Michigan cuts the deficit to 9 as they have scored 5 straight. Nice dish off, and Baden knocks down the open jumper.
Now the other side short corner there, and that's a tough shot. Kids like layups or 3-pointers, but Baden has learned that 12 to 15-foot shot. Very important in the Indiana offense.
McElhaney misses the 3. Indiana's basketball, and we've got a break in the action. So the Hoosiers dominating here in the second half. Marco Killingsworth dishing to Baden, and Baden and the Hoosiers lead it.
Watson's Family Fun Store
might have what you're looking for this Christmas. Complete game rooms, $19.99, $29.99, $39.99, no interest, no payments for 6 months.
8-foot slate pool tables, only $8.99 installed.
Area's largest selection of home theater seating. 5-piece set, only $9.99. All other group, now $19.99.
Great savings on Cal Spas and Viking Spas.
Gas logs and electric fireplaces.
From our family to yours.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
And now, Prairie Farms redefines the language of basketball.
That's dribbling. And it's a slam dunk.
you can taste. From Prairie Farms.
Do you need a more efficient mailroom? Call Southern Business Machine. We've got it all. Digital postage meters and scales, folder inserters, openers and shredders, signers and bursters, mail list software, addressers, tracking systems.
Don't sign that lease until you call Southern Business Machine.
We can save you time
and money.
Thanks, Jack.
The largest mailing equipment showroom in the tri-state, Southern Business Machines in Evansville.
Held over for the holidays, Expressway Dodge is offering low 3.99% financing up to 72 months on pre-owned vehicles. 05 Dodge Stratus sedans as low as $10,990, only $189 per month. 05 Grand Caravan SE with rear air, just $13,990, 3.99% with no down payment and no payments till spring, plus holiday cash up to $1,000 with purchase. Only at Expressway Dodge.
Smith is a pretty tough character.
Here's the drive, and Wilmot comes over with the foul. There he lands on that right hip. Tried to get up right away. Now, this is about 40 seconds later. He's on the bench, really hurting him. But now, 4 minutes later, he's in the game and wanting to play. How about that? Southern to be young again.
Yeah,
now,
that's right.
Just put me in, Coach.
Well, this is such a big game, too, for Eastern Michigan. But to be able to come here, those kids, they don't want to miss this. Van Solkema with the rebound. Charles Ramsey told us, look, we can't focus on Indiana. We don't have the kind of horses that Indiana has as far as talent. So we just want to execute, not worry about the score, just play our game. And they have. Van Solkema with 3.
And when they've gotten the open three-point shot, they're able to make it. And they are hanging tough, just 8 points down to this ranked Indiana team.
The trap and the throwaway by Ben Allen.
Tipped by Smith.
Tipped.
So Indiana retains a good trap on the baseline, though. Indiana was in big trouble when a baseline pass got him out.
So Indiana trying to regain the momentum here. Temple certainly has been in Eastern Michigan's favor, but Indiana's just shot so well. Wilmot almost got it.
Snuck that shot in there somehow, but just not able to make it drop.
Indiana had a 14-point lead, but it is down to 8. Eastern Michigan with a chance to cut further into it. Bowler against Allen. Doubled up. Van Solkema for 3. He got another one.
Good inside-outside game. Bowler couldn't get the shot he wanted. Just brought outside. Indiana's going to call timeout.
Mike Davis not real happy, because Eastern Michigan, just when it looks like they're about down for the count, they get a guy like Van Solkema raining in threes.
The fresh toasted chicken and bacon ranch sandwich from Subway restaurants is made with tender chicken, shredded cheese, real bacon, tasty ranch dressing, and toasted on freshly baked bread. We'd say it's a sandwich eater's finest hour, but that's 59 minutes longer than it takes to devour it. Subway, eat fresh.
Subway restaurants are helping with holiday spirit by offering a gift you can share. Stop by your favorite Subway restaurant and get 2 regular footlong subs for just $8.99. Who knew the gift of giving could be so filling?
What do you need to make your mailroom more efficient? Digital postage meters and scales, a folder inserter, an addressing and barcoding system, maybe a shredder or check signer. No matter what your mailroom needs, Southern Business Machines has it all. We can make it as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Son, you want to get your feet off my desk? Hi, I'm Vernon Stevens.
And I'm Sandra Siegel.
And I'm Vernon Stevens II. Call or come by today and visit the Tri-State's largest mailing equipment showroom.
Come to Expressway Auto World this Saturday at 9 a.m. for our giant Discovery Sale. Over 50 used vehicles, all priced under $39.90, will be unveiled and sold at ridiculously low prices. prices. Prices as low as $99. Here's a 93 Chevy Silverado for just $14.90. A 90 Cadillac DeVille for just $7.90. A 95 Dodge Neon for just $99. The fun begins this Saturday at 9 a.m. at Expressway Auto World in Mount Vernon.
Ooh, look at this spread. Doesn't that ham look delicious? Where did she find the time?
Oh, you don't think she cooked all this herself, do you?
No?
Of course not. She got it all at Heavenly Ham.
You mean she didn't actually? Isn't that kind of like cheating?
Honey, not when it tastes this good.
Charles Ramsey, talk about paying your dues, has his club back to within striking distance. 15 years an assistant coach, many of them at his alma mater, Eastern Michigan under Ben Braun. This is a school that produced the likes of George Gervin, Grant Long, Earl Boykins. He's trying to bring back that tradition. And tonight is certainly a big step in the right direction for Ramsey and the Eagles.
He's got to be pleased this early in his head coaching career at Eastern to play this well on the road.
But George Gervin can still knock down a three.
He was something, wasn't he? Great shooter in the NBA and great college career at Eastern Michigan.
Kicking the ball violation. The shot clock was at 9, so this year that's the new rule. The shot clock now goes back to 15 seconds. If there's a kicking the ball violation when there's more than 15 seconds on the shot clock, then it stays right where it was. That way you're not penalized for good defense.
That's exactly right, and that's the situation right here. So still Indiana, not a lot of time to get a good shot.
Shot clock at 7. Strickland hanging, couldn't get it. Nice rebound in traffic by Robert Vaden. Boy, he's active.
Killingsworth able to keep it alive, and Vaden went after it. I think Mike Davis talked about rebounding in the locker room at the half as Indiana's become out more aggressive.
Vaden with 16 points to lead Indiana. Indiana leads it 54-47. 13:25 to play. Bowler from the baseline over Killingsworth. Killingsworth with a rebound. This is Vaden. Might have got caught in between there.
It's going to his left. I think he was trying to dump it to Killingsworth, but he wasn't open, so he had to fire a shot up to avoid the travel. Can't anticipate what the defense is going to do. You got to see what's open and then make the play.
Bowler against Killingsworth. Jump hook, airballed it. Good defense by Killingsworth.
Stayed behind him the last 2 possessions and tried to make him shoot over the outstretched arm.
That time Killingsworth got in behind the defense but didn't finish. Killingsworth 10 points tonight. Eastern Michigan's done a better job against him than Duke did.
Well, it's the difference in the tempo. The Duke game up and down the floor and better chance in transition before the defense gets set. Eastern's set almost every time down the floor to guard Killingsworth.
Run down by Monroe. Indiana the other way, still up 7. 12:15 to play. Killingsworth held by Cashin. 3rd team foul, 3rd on Cashin.
Killingsworth is just a load when he is able to get on that block, and that in the transition game is going to be stronger. Bowler's going to come out. He looks a little winded.
Yeah, he does.
Being up and down the court, and now Killingsworth still in the lineup. He's been able to get rested a lot more than he was in the Duke game.
Well, Bowler has 18 points for Eastern Michigan.
Pass not there. Vaden with the turnover.
Number 7 on Indiana. Eastern Michigan's gotten back into this game by knocking down 8 triples tonight. They only average 6 a game normally. Monroe for the Hoosiers. He drew the foul going to the hole.
Well, there's a better job. See the difference between what Vaden did. Monroe had her control and decided to go up with the shot.
Eastern Michigan just hanging around as Indiana still looking to deliver that knockout punch.
1, 2, 3.
Reach for dairy and reach your goal of a trimmer waist. Clinical
Clinical studies indicate 3 servings of cheese, milk, or yogurt each day can give better results in trimming waistlines than cutting calories alone. Because dairy's natural mix of nutrients helps the body lose more inches around the waist.
1, 2, 3.
It's in your reach. See other women's success and learn more at 3aday.org.
I can't believe Carrie dumped me last night.
Really? You know, a good woman is like a McGriddle.
Okay.
She's sweet on the outside, and then once you get to know her, you find she's got everything you want. But just like that, she's gone. So what's your next move?
I go get myself another McGriddles?
Let's try this again. Women are like coffee.
Steak and Shake's holiday milkshakes are back. Eggnog, white chocolate, and new dark chocolate. We don't hang our holiday decorations. We hand dip them.
At Steak and Shake, we're a restaurant. You sit. I serve.
Steak and Shake.
Watson's Family Fun Store.
Might have what you're looking for this Christmas. Complete game rooms. $19.99, $29.99, $39.99. No interest, no payments for 6 months.
8-foot slate pool tables, only $8.99 installed.
Come in and choose from the area's largest selection of poker tables, game tables, pub tables, and spectator chairs.
Family gifts like air hockey, foosball, arcade games.
Tanning beds, only $9.99.
From our family to yours.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
11:38 still to play. Indiana leading Eastern Michigan 54-47. We talked about this at the outset, John. The matchup of the big men.
Look at Bowler, 18 points, has a good shooting night, very active. He's gotten back in the ball game now after that rest. Killingsworth just 10 points, 5 of 8, but that's really because the defense is focused on Eastern Michigan. We talked about in the keys to the game to stop Killingsworth, and Eastern Michigan is very effective at that, but that's where Indiana's Killingsworth's teammates have to come through, and for the most part they have, but still a very uncomfortable 7 now 8-point lead for Indiana.
First point for Lewis Monroe, who surprisingly leads Indiana tonight with 5 rebounds. Geno Smith. That hip obviously hasn't stiffened up. So he's able to go, and that's good news for the Eagles. And a travel out front. Unforced error by Carlos Medlock, the freshman point guard. 10th Eagles turnover. And in their style of play, 10 turnovers is a lot because they're not up and down the court.
That's right, 10, just 7 for Indiana, so Indiana's done a better job, but because of the tempo, a very slow tempo, they've only got 55 points here in the game.
Baden, nice dump to Allen with the left hand.
Well, Baden's really become a great assist man for this Indiana team, and he's done it from the middle, if you will. He's not the point guard, but he's inside on the free throw line that time, finding the big guys.
And Bowler lost it on the way up because Allen got a piece of it. Monroe into the front court. Baden on the trail. Allen for 3.
How about that for a fast break offense? Give it to your 6'10 guy for a 3-point shot.
Well, the pride of Australia has helped Indiana reel off 8 unanswered points.
Watch him inside as he shows that arm that goes up left-handed, reverse layup, gets that to go, and then on the 3-point shot, doesn't hesitate at all. He's just going straight up at 21 seconds on the shot clock, and he lets her go.
And Allen is 5 of 6 this season from behind the arc, but this is by far his best game as a Hoosier with 11. Indiana taking advantage of the Eastern Michigan mistakes.
He's got to factor into this lineup, even when DJ White comes back, to have 3 big, strong guys inside would be a real advantage for Indiana. Ben Allen growing up very quickly here in these non-conference games.
Boy, and John, as you look at DJ White, who still hopes to be back by Christmas, Allen as a big man, though, gives you a whole different look than DJ White and Killingsworth.
Absolutely, and that's an advantage. DJ White, by the way, that big foot brace he was wearing is now off. He had a recent trip to the doctor, so he's in regular street shoes, a good sign for Indiana.
And as we mentioned in the first half, Indiana not only without DJ White, but Sean Klein not going tonight. That knee is still an issue for Sean Klein, so Allen's paid off big time. Bowler will go to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, that's what bothers a coach. Good half-court defense for about 20 seconds of that shot clock, and then you let a guy drive the lane. The big guys come over to help. They dump it inside to the strength of Bowler, and you just can't let teams drive in the lane. It just kills the defense.
With John Laskowski, I'm Tom Hamilton from Assembly Hall. Indiana leads it 60 to 48. John Bowler now with 18 points at the foul line. Just about halfway through the second half. By the way, Robert Baden has picked up his third personal foul. Killingsworth still on the Indiana bench. The shooting is terrific. Indiana shooting 59%. Eastern Michigan 41%. Skip pass into the corner for Baden. Bowler with Seward draped around the leg.
He had great position, Seward did, but giving up 12 inches to Bowler, just not able to come up with the rebound.
Let's see if Eastern Michigan again tries to go inside the Bowler as long as Killingsworth is on the bench. McElhaney for three. Boy, Bowler never touched it that time.
Good tip rebound. Allen got it out.
Offensive foul on Baden. His fourth, and Mike Davis is livid.
Mike Davis didn't think the defense was set, as it was a fast break opportunity for Indiana. Let's see what happens here. Here's Baden going in. And there's the play. Good. McElhaney's trying to draw the foul. It's a judgment call. Baden had left his feet before McElhaney got set, so that's really a tough way to try to draw that charge. He can't change after he's in the air.
Boy, and now Baden's on the bench with 16 points, 5 assists, and 4 personal fouls. Killingsworth is back. Bowler against Killingsworth.
So both Allen and Killingsworth in the lineup, so a tall lineup now for Indiana.
Smith with the offensive foul.
Monroe with good quickness on those feet, able to stay in front of Smith. Draws that foul. There's Baden on the Indiana bench having a terrific game coming into last year's form.
Just about at the 9-minute mark, Indiana with the ball and leading it 60 to 49. Killingsworth down low, got bumped. That'll go against Cashin, his fourth.
That zone is spreading out a little more because Indiana's been successful from the outside. There's Geno Smith on the bench, but now going back in. So that gives Killingsworth more room to move inside. And he hollered for that pass when he got open.
And now Killingsworth has got to knock him down. He's 0 for 3 from the stripe. 10 points tonight.
Now that doesn't help. When the crowd really yells like that on the free throw, it kind of makes him think even more. He'll be fine. Just you're right. He's going to get to the line a lot.
Oh! That's using the home court bounce right there.
Off the top of the backboard and able to go in.
10-2 Indiana run. Hoosiers leading by 13 as they look to pick it up defensively. Again, Eastern Michigan can't afford to get any further back if they have any dreams of an upset. Medlock. Oh, what a look to Bowler.
Boy, is that a tough pass, and a great catch by Bowler, because he couldn't have anticipated he would be able to get the ball through there either.
22 points for Bowler. And Indiana throws it away. That'll be over and back.
Good trap again. Eastern Michigan, when Indiana gets the ball on the baseline, they trap the baseline. Let's watch the last basket by Eastern Michigan. A left-handed no-look pass to Bowler. How about that one?
Well, that looked like John Laskowski down the lane.
I don't remember making those passes. I remember shooting a lot, but I didn't make passes, Tom. And if we had any black and white clips from that area, the folks could see that. It wasn't even color back in the 70s.
Oh, Geno Smith fading away. That looked like John Laskowski.
There you go. I like that a lot better, Tom. Thanks.
Tell you, once a shooter, always a shooter. Ben Allen counters.
Good pass by Monroe. Saw Allen in there. And again, with Allen and Killingsworth in the lineup, it's a much better look, I think, for Indiana with two big guys against this type of defense.
64-53. Indiana with the lead. Eastern Michigan with the ball. 7:38 left. We've got a timeout. Ben Allen, the freshman out of Australia, having a career night with 13 points.
Most states prohibit showing large breasts on television. Unless, of course, it's on a sandwich. The big chicken fillet from Hardee's. At 1/3 of a pound, it could be the world's biggest chicken sandwich, only at Hardee's.
Sunday, an American Girl classic comes to life. As a nation fights for independence, so does a young girl.
The lady did not sit astride a horse.
Now from executive producer Julia Roberts.
She beats her.
She'll break the rules to do what's right.
You're right.
The WB presents John Schneider, Oscar winner Marcia Gay Harden, and Shailene Woodley as
Felicity Merriman.
Felicity, an American Girl adventure.
Sunday at 7 on WB19.
Celebrate the spirit of the season with family and friends by giving the gift of love. Lasting, affordably beautiful jewelry from Drosty's. A forever reminder to see, to touch, every day, every tomorrow. Come into Drosty's soon and see today's newest, most beautiful jewelry gift ideas. Now at special savings, just in time for the holidays. Drosty's for gifts of love that become tomorrow's treasures. Drosty's Jewelry Shops of Evansville, the Tri-State's first choice for gifts of love.
Some great gift ideas from Bassmeyer's. Spa's holiday price with 2 years free financing. A special holiday spa package included with most spas. This area's best pre-lit Christmas trees this week at 30% off. Adorable collections of snowmen, reindeer, and Santas to deck your halls. Bassmeyer's has the perfect reason for you to wish for that lump of coal, charcoal that is, this Christmas. The Big Green Egg Smoker, the world's best smoker. Duquesne Grills, cash and carry, this week only $3.96. Are you on Santa's list from Bassmeyer's? Santa knows we're the pros at Bassmeyer's Fireplace, Patio, and Spas.
64-53, 7:38 remaining, and a homecoming for Dusty Mage, huh?
Former student manager at Indiana for the 4 years he was earning his degree, and then served on Mike Davis's staff the last 3 years. And when Charles Ramsey got the job at Eastern Michigan, he hired Dusty away to be an assistant coach at Eastern. He's having a great time there. A great opportunity for a young man at his age to be an assistant coach already.
Charles Ramsey telling us today that he feels Indiana is at least a top 10 team in the country, if not better. And that the Big Ten race will come down to Indiana, Michigan State, and Michigan. That's according to Charles Ramsey. Strickland's pass deflected out by Bowler. Well, and Charles Ramsey ought to know about the Big Ten the last 4 years with Tommy Amaker in Ann Arbor.
And he really likes the Michigan team this year with the veteran players they have, and that's why I think that game with Indiana January 3rd is so key.
Somehow Strickland was able to get some room in there, and he has 10. And Indiana up by 13, 7:10 to play. And again, Eastern Michigan right now in a dangerous area. They need a bucket to stay in this game. They go to Bowler against Killingsworth. Medlock for three. Rebound snapped out of there by Ben Allen. Wilmot. Medlock fouled by Killingsworth. That'll be his third.
Real quick on that shot by Wilmot. He's going to come out. Killingsworth draws the foul.
So Killingsworth with his third. Baden's on the bench with 4. DJ White's not in uniform, and Sean Klein can't play with a bad knee. Mike Davis very thin up front. Mike Davis was also saying, John, one of the things now Indiana's going to have to learn is to handle all of the attention, because that game is going to bring them a lot of attention even though they lost Wednesday night.
Absolutely. As you mentioned, the whole country watched that ball game, and they realized Indiana's got some talent, some players, and some depth, and they are going to be a force in the Big Ten and in the national rankings. I think Charles Ramsey is exactly right.
Bowler with 10 on the shot clock against Killingsworth. They bang. He scores. Killingsworth with his 4th personal. And all of a sudden, this game, the complexion has changed again, John.
Bowler's just big and strong. This isn't a real quick move. Just a couple dribbles into the lane. Going up strong. Gets it to bank in. He's pretty excited about his play today.
Well, it's a season-high 24 points for Bowler. And now Killingsworth to the bench with 4 personals. Baden is in, and he's playing with 4 fouls.
So we'll probably see Ben Allen the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Klein won't go in. Jim Dench, the freshman from Germany, has not played yet. Indiana may bring him off the bench if needed.
And Bowler couldn't make it a 3-point play. Indiana up 11. And now they've got to go without Killingsworth for a while. High-low from Baden down to Ben Allen. And a foul will go against Eastern Michigan. Both clubs in the bonus. So Seward will shoot the 1-and-1. And he is 2 of 4. Make that 3 of 5 at the line this season. Also, Eastern Michigan now has Geno Smith and Cashin with 4 fouls. So both clubs have some foul difficulty.
Smith comes out. Seward will be at the line. This is where the chess game begins.
Yep.
Indiana, Eastern Michigan's played a lot of guys too. Indiana will. This is where they hope to have the advantage, where they still have some guys who are fresh and not in foul trouble as these games get to the critical point with less than 5 minutes to go.
Tell you what, the Eagle trainer's been a busy man tonight. Now it's Cashin. He's bloodied. He worked miracles with Geno Smith.
Got him back in the game.
Chris Knob is in now for the Eagles. This is almost like a freeze out of Eric Seward. 6:05 to play. Indiana up 21. 1-and-1 for Eric Seward. He has 7 points. Chris Charles Ramsey is talking to some of the Indiana fans.
Well, they're behind the Eastern Michigan bench there, probably giving them some of their thoughts on the game, and Ramsey able to hear them and comments back. A little unusual.
6 minutes to go. Indiana's lead is 13. And Solkema against Seward, and he needs help. Almost a 5-second call. This is Bowler. A charge on Bowler. And guess who?
Seward puts the pressure on one end of the defensive court and then comes back in time to take the charge on Bowler. Maybe Bowler didn't see him. You know, he's looking about 6'10", and he didn't see the guy below him. Watch, he gets the beat, beats his defender, and then Seward comes over in good position and draws the foul.
Eric Seward with the basketball. He is a coach's delight. Ben Allen. Indiana now patient. Quick ball movement. Baden. Rebound, Bowler. That is 9 rebounds for Bowler to go along with 24 points. That lob down low and a foul on Indiana. Looked like Monroe crashed into Knob.
Knob is 6'10", being guarded by Baden, so there's a little mismatch as well. And that's where Killingsworth out of the lineup really gives Indiana a smaller look against Eastern Michigan's 2 big guys.
Knob, 1 for 2 at the line this year. Chris Knob, a 6'10" junior. 68-55 Indiana, 5:16 remaining from Assembly Hall. This is a 2-shot foul. Tell you what, for Mike Davis, career win number 100 is not coming easy. Eagles making the Hoosiers work for it tonight.
2-3 zone. So Indiana looking to try to go inside to Ben Allen, but may end up taking the outside shot.
Shot clock at 13. Strickland fires in a triple. His third.
Not a bad option when you've got the shooters Indiana does.
13 for Strickland. And Indiana has knocked down 10 triples. Bowler. He didn't get it to go. Allen with another rebound. Boy, Allen's played well. As Indiana's three-point shooting, again, tremendous.
10 made baskets from behind the arc.
Monroe on the drive. Brings it back out, 15 on the shot clock. Baden dumps it to Allen.
Boy, quickly gets rid of it once Ben gets the ball. That's very good. Baden's really got some good passing abilities and recognition of where to get the ball to the big guy.
Bowler lost it. And Indiana has taken control, John.
Weak side help by Strickland.
Watch the great look from Baden to Ben Allen. And Indiana with its biggest lead, up 16.
1, 2, 3.
Reach for dairy and reach your goal of a trimmer waist. Clinical studies indicate 3 servings of cheese, milk, or yogurt each day can give better results in trimming waistlines than cutting calories alone. Because dairy's natural mix of nutrients helps the body lose more inches around the waist.
1, 2, 3.
It's in your reach. See other women's success and learn more at 3aday.org.
I can't believe Carrie dumped me last night.
Really? You know, a good woman is like a McGriddle.
Okay.
She's sweet on the outside, and then once you get to know her, you find she's got everything you want. But just like that, she's gone. So what's your next move?
I go get myself another McGriddles?
Let's try this again. Women are like coffee.
Sunday, an American Girl classic comes to life. As a nation fights for independence, so does a young girl.
A lady did not sit astride a horse.
Now from executive producer Julia Roberts.
She beats her.
She'll break the rules to do what's right.
You're free.
The WB presents John Schneider, Oscar winner Marcia Gay Harden, and Shailene Woodley and Felicity, an American Girl adventure.
Sunday at 7 on WB19.
Be unique, go Greek, do something unique and tasty. Be unique, go Greek, food that goes with life so nicely.
Reserve the Acropolis today for your holiday parties, business meetings, and all your catering needs.
Acropolis, 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 Mediterranean fare at its peak. So be unique, go Greek, Acropolis.
Ben Allen tonight, John. Indiana up 16.
Came in the game averaging 4 points and 2 rebounds. And as you mentioned, having a career game. He can score inside. He loves the outside shot. Good hands. And as Killingsworth showed the country what he can do, I think Ben Allen has shown Indiana fans what he can do. 15 points, 5 rebounds, taking a break now. And he adds another dimension with 2 big guys in the lineup. At the same time, when he's in with Killingsworth, that Eastern Michigan has just not been able to answer. He's been the difference. He's the reason Indiana's ahead by 16 points.
Monroe, they gave it to him. He missed. Killingsworth and Baden both in the lineup now for Indiana, both with 4 fouls, but Indiana now in pretty good shape, up 16 with 3:35 to play. Eastern Michigan's not going to score a lot of points in a hurry, so for them, this kind of a deficit is almost insurmountable.
But I think Charles Ramsey is going to be pleased with what his team was able to do here against Indiana.
Baden picks it off. 15 turnovers on EMU. Killingsworth over. Bowler.
That's the play that works so well against Duke. Feed from the outside. Killingsworth takes it right up.
14 for Killingsworth, and Indiana with 3 minutes to go in command by 18, and Charles Ramsey wants to talk things over. One timeout remaining for the Eagles. Now this was going to be a tough game for Indiana. John, when you think of the emotion and everything that was spent Wednesday night against Duke, I don't care. You know, you can always talk about you got to be up for every game, but that's a tough game to bounce back from.
Absolutely, and that's why the scheduling is so much better for Indiana. Last year, 5 tough games in a row. Now they've got a couple games before they play Kentucky that they should win.
Now the Farm Bureau game summary.
Eastern Michigan's done a nice job from the line, but it's John Bowler who's gained a lot of confidence with the play that he's had. Indiana, again, shooting very well. They're at 55% on the year, even better than that tonight. And it's been Robert Vaden and Ben Allen. You know, we talked about Killingsworth and Strickland so much, but now a 3rd and 4th score have emerged for Indiana.
And that's why Indiana is going to be so difficult for teams to handle this season, because they have so many weapons. And there they force another turnover. Out of a timeout, EMU threw it away.
That's what a coach likes to see. But this is the depth that Indiana's using. You're exactly right, Tom. Indiana's got so many different ways to score. And in this case, it was the 3rd and 4th option, Vaden and Ben Allen, that have won this game for Indiana.
And now Indiana can judiciously use the shot clock.
Eastern's in a zone, so Indiana's taking their time on the outside.
Vaden, turnaround jumper. Seward up with it. Indiana can milk the clock some more.
New shot clock. I mean, Seward knows he's not going to out-rebound, out-jump somebody to get that rebound. He's just hanging around there for that loose ball, and there was one right there he's able to grab.
Indiana up 18 as we near the 2-minute mark. So Mike Davis now 2 minutes away from career win number 100, and doing it in just his 6th year. Turnover, Medlock the other way, scores, and a foul, and a foolish foul on Marshall Strickland to stop the clock.
Marshall just misjudged his timing. He wasn't trying to block that shot, he just seemed to run into. There's Seward, tried to get it back out to Strickland. See, Strickland wasn't having his hands up. I think Madlock just slowed down, really caused Strickland to run into it.
So the freshman point guard will try to make it a 3-point play with 1:52 left. Indiana leading Eastern Michigan 75-59. Six-foot left-hander. Too strong on it. Vaden with a rebound. Vaden has 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 16 points. And he's only a sophomore.
Now man-to-man by Eastern Michigan.
Vaden against Cashin, just working the clock. This is Monroe, 5 on the shot clock. Seward for 3. Rebound Cashin, and Eagles looking to push it for the first time tonight, and a foul. And Bowler will go to the line. And it'll be 5 on Marco Killingsworth. So Killingsworth will leave with 14 points, 3 rebounds.
He didn't think that foul was legitimate, but it's 5 nonetheless. He has to come out.
Well, you can afford to lose him tonight. Up 16 with 1:12 to play. It's been kind of a frustrating night for Marco.
Yeah, he got things off to the right start, though. First couple times down the floor, they go into him, he scores, kind of set the tone, and then Eastern knew they had to clamp down on him a little more, and that gave Vaden and Allen their opportunity.
Bowler with 25. His career best is 26. So Bowler has had a huge night.
Marco's going to know it's a long season. Yep. We're going to look at a lot of different defenses, a lot of different personnel. But when it's all said and done, this Indiana team should really fight for that Big Ten title.
No question. 75-61 Hoosiers as we near the 1-minute mark. And a bump out front on Cashin. 19th foul. When you think of the Big Ten race, and obviously that's a ways away, but how about the first week at home? Indiana has Michigan and Ohio State here in Bloomington. Two teams that also feel like they will be NCAA tournament teams.
Advantage for Indiana to start at home, though. Obviously 8 road and 8 home games, but if you can get started well in the Big Ten season, gain that early confidence, it's a real advantage to stay near the top.
17 points for Baden as Indiana before they get to Big Ten play. Next week they have Indiana State, and a week from today, Kentucky, which was upended at home today by North Carolina.
And that'll be a nice test for Indiana. They have struggled against Kentucky in these last few years, and they need to play well and win that ball game.
Bowler, a new career high. 28 points for Bowler, a career best. 77-63, under a minute to play. Indiana with the ball and a 14-point cushion. Indiana with 4 players in double figures again tonight. Baden working the clock with 10. Baden for 3. Freer had it stripped by Strickland.
Good steal from behind. Just took it right in for the layup.
15 for Strickland. And Indiana leads it 79-63. And Mike Davis is going to get career win number 100. And Indiana is going to go to 4-1, ranked 16th in the country, and probably moving up that chart. So the Hoosiers will let it wind down. And congratulations to Mike Davis. Career win number 100 in just his 6th year. Only Bobby Knight did it at a quicker pace. That's impressive.
Yeah, great job for Mike Davis. You can see he's very happy. There's Dusty May, his former assistant. Big win for the Hoosiers.
Well, and Mike Davis and the Indiana Hoosiers now go to 4-1. And John, you touched upon it. The emergence tonight of Ben Allen, Robert Baden. I mean, there are just so many different ways for Indiana to beat you.
That's what has to develop, and then when DJ White and AJ Ratliff come back in the lineup, they're going to fit in well. Indiana's got a lot of weapons this year. Look out, Big Ten.
Well, you can see why Mike Davis says, in his mind, talent-wise, this is a better team than he had that went to the Final Four, John. So Indiana tonight goes to 4-1. They have 4 players in double figures. They win big. For John Laskowski, I'm Tom Hamilton. Thanks for joining us. So long, everybody, from Bloomington, Indiana.